Welcome back to Season 3 World Championships, live from Los Angeles, California. I'm happy to be joined once again, as we have been all day, by Monte Cristo, Crepo, and Doublelift. And let's take a quick chat about Game 5. It was, of course, Fnatic versus Gambit. We talked a little bit about the picks and bans, and we've seen the game play out. Fnatic got control of the game and never really let Gambit back into it. So what's your take on the matchup, Doublelift?
Well, as I said before, I hate those linear champions like Xin Zhao, TF, Shyvana, MF. Those are they're not mobile. There's very little room to outplay someone. I don't feel like TF is very mobile. Like maybe if you have like a Lich Bane and something. Whatever, like in team fights. I'm just talking about in fights. It just makes it so easy to get outplayed. And it's not like they have a great late game or anything. They're up against Orianna and Zac, who are just really strong at 6 items, especially together. There's actually synergy there. When I look at Gambit and I'm just like, what is going on? It's like they picked randomly. Obviously, they didn't do that, but like, I just don't like it at all.
I have to agree there. Double revive with Orianna's shield is really strong, and it does seem like every team I start to cheer for or predict that does really well, the game right after I cheer for them, they do horrible. So, Monty, I'm going to use that power for evil. I'm going after the Koreans.
Before we get Monty's take on that, I actually have to give props to Mr. Koblar over here, because none of the viewers, none of the analysts, nobody other than Kobe predicted that Fnatic were going to win that one. So well done on changing your allegiances.
Well, the reason I did pick Fnatic is because, like I said, they've had a great history against Team Gambit, and they really know these players. They know the actual personalities of the players so well. We saw Genja, classic Genja, going to freeze the lane up there up top, gets picked off by Leona. 1 kill right there. Then they pull a Fnatic bush, get him again. They know how to play against actual players. The team compositions, it's kind of an afterthought for these guys.
Monty, what's your take?
I mean, I pretty much agree with everything that these gentlemen have said. I don't think I have much more to add.
Well, we'll have to get your feedback a little bit later then, guys. Let's take a look at how Group B is shaping up and see where all of these teams stand right now, because we've had 5 more matches. Tied at the top are the 2 European squads, Fnatic and Gambit, while Ozone and Vulcan are 1 game back in 3rd. And sitting at the bottom of the standings, 3 games off the pace, is, of course, Manesi. Wow. Now that we... Yeah.
I didn't think that you could put more emphasis on a word, but European, we get it.
I put a little bit there. Now that we are 15 matches into Worlds, let's check out the analyst desk standings and see who's sitting on top of our leaderboard. Kobe and the casters are leading the way, along with you guys, the viewers. So everybody give yourselves a pat on the back. Doublelift and Monte Cristo are now 1 game back. And finally, there's Crepo.
Oh.
You went 2 and 3 today, Crepo.
Well, someone's got to do it. Why not me?
All right, guys, we have wrapped up today's 5 Group B games. We'll be back on Tuesday with 5 matches from Group A, if I'm not mistaken. Kicking off the action, it will be Europe's Lemon Dogs taking on the undefeated OMG. That's followed by Korea's SKT1 looking to bounce back from a day 1 loss when they battle Gaming Gear EU.
After that, Team Solomid takes to the Rift when they face off against Lemon Dogs. Then Gaming Gear gets their chance to hand OMG a loss. And finally, it's the battle between Faker and Reginald as SKT takes on Team Solomid. It all starts Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific, and Wednesday at 4 a.m. CEST.
Just before we end ourselves here, what game is everyone looking forward to tomorrow?
Oh, God.
Faker versus Reginald.
Yeah.
Baker versus Reginald.
I think me and Ronnie,
that's not a game, that's a matchup.
we want to see, we're just ready to see Reggie get murdered, right? Yes. You ready for that? I'm ready.
Oh, very strong words. We'll see if it plays out. Maybe Reggie, he'll rise to the challenge. They're what, 0-14 against Korean teams? That does it from the Analyst 5 here at the desk. Let's send it over to Shocks on the main stage.